Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hazardous Artist series. We will be continuing on with the background to the baby burbs. I'm very excited. But today I want to talk about Pokemon. Yes, I want to talk about Pokemon. And there's a specific reason, because my darling hubby got me Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, so I've been playing it pretty obsessively lately. And so I kind of just want to talk about Pokemon today. So I played Pokemon since I was a kid. I played the original Red and Blue and Yellow, and I just played every single game since then, all the new ones and everything. And my favorite so far is Pokemon X and Y, but because of the story, and only because of the story. I am very enthralled with the story from the Kalos region. But I'm going to talk a little bit about just the random things that I do when I play Pokemon, because I've noticed ever since I started playing, it started when I was playing Gold and Silver. I noticed that there's a specific way I play Pokemon, and the way that I do things when I play Pokemon, I don't play as a strategist like a lot of people do. They'll play with perfect IVs, perfect EVs. They know what Pokemon they're gonna battle, what wild Pokemon they have to battle to gain these certain IVs and these certain EVs, which is all technical terms to make your Pokemon stronger than before and blah blah blah. I don't do that. I think that's a lot of work, and I want to play the games just to have fun with it. And I have become very attached to my Pokemon. It doesn't matter if I like them or not as a Pokemon. I become very attached. They're my babies. I will treat them like my babies, and you can't convince me otherwise that they're not. You can't sit there and say, but Melly, they are virtual creatures, they are not real. You can't just become attached. I become attached. I don't care. I'm not even ashamed of it. I'm pretty proud of my Pokemon, okay? They are the best. As I say. I just defeated the Canalave gym leader right before making this video, so I'm pretty proud of my Pokemon. Just one-shotting everything. Anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, so I don't play Pokemon for the strategies to become the greatest or whatever. I play Pokemon to have fun with it, because life is too short for me not to have fun. And not to say that those who do play to be strategists, you know, they have the perfect EVs or the perfect IVs, which is just, technical terms for stats and stuff, don't have fun. I'm sure they do. For me, though, I become more frustrated when I have to do things like that. And I don't want to be a rage monster when I play Pokemon. So I don't play Pokemon for that specific reason. I am also an offense trainer, and all of my Pokemon moves are offensive only, so I rarely have any passive moves for my Pokemon. I have a couple for specific reasons, for specific things that I want them to do, but it's very rare for me to have any passive Pokemon moves on my team. It's almost always offensive moves. Never passive moves. I like to get through the game as fast as possible. Sometimes. I like the story. But my favorite move, and only because it is absolutely the most overpowered Pokemon move ever, is Surf, and just because it is incredibly overpowered. Like, it's ridiculous how overpowered Surf actually is. Like, it is I can get through the Pokemon League only using Surf type of power, and it's a little ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous that you can just go through the Pokemon League using only Surf. And I have done it, so I know it's possible. It's a little ridiculous. So, when I play Pokemon, you go through the story, you pick your name, pick your gender if you're playing the newer games. And if you are playing the newer games, the really recent games, you can even pick your skin type, which I think is absolutely awesome. Um, but you go through the beginning, you listen to the Pokemon's professor's speech, and then you start the game. You go through the everything before you pick your starter Pokemon, which for me, I always pick my favorite in every generation. So except for Diamond and Pearl, because I have a couple of favorites, and that's Torterra and Empoleon. I went with Empoleon because Surf. And that is pretty much the only reason why I didn't pick Torterra, is because Torterra can't learn Surf. But I did learn that Empoleon can learn Grass Knot, which for me doesn't make any sense. A water type learning a grass type doesn't make any sense to me. So that was a bit of a weird thing that happened. But I picked Empoleon this time. So what I do in the beginning of the game, I grab my starter, and I always train them to level 10. It does before the second or the third city. It depends on the game, and it depends on how long it takes me to get to the second city. If it doesn't take me that long, like in the Kanto region or in Diamond and Pearl, I will level up my Pokemon to level 10 before the third city. And I always do that. And even before I hit the very first trainer, I will level my Pokemon up to level 10 first. And if I get a new Pokemon between now and then, like I got Shinx before I hit the third city, then I will train that Pokemon to level 10 too as well before I hit the third city. And it's tedious because those Pokemon, after you get to like level 7, the wild Pokemon there mean nothing to you, and it takes a little bit more time, which is fine. I don't mind it because it brings back a lot of nostalgia, because I started doing this strategy back in Gold and Silver, so there's a lot of nostalgia involved with doing my strategy that way. And then I go through my trainer. I have to battle every single trainer I see that I can reach. If I do not, then I go back and I do it. But it's very rare for me to skip a trainer unless my Pokemon are dying and I need the Pokemon Center. But usually I go and I come back and I battle, because, well, I cannot not just skip a battle. I can't. It's just not in my nature. It's not in my Pokemon strategy. I know I said I don't have a Pokemon strategy. That really isn't a strategy. That's just me being picky. So that's what I do. And then I hit the gyms. After, I will only battle the Pokemon leaders in the Pokemon gyms if all of the trainers around me that I can reach have been defeated. And it's a weird kind of subconscious thing that I do, because I don't realize I really do it, and I only noticed it today when I was like, oh yeah, I could have absolutely beat the Canalave gym leader with no problem using my Empoleon and my Rapidash, but I had to battle every trainer that I knew was in the area that I could reach, and yeah. So, and I've done that. I've skipped cities just to reach every single trainer. So when you go through Veilstone, you can actually reach Pastoria City and back up to Hearthome without battling the gym leader at Veilstone, which is exactly what I did. I traveled down, battled all those trainers that I could battle, was upset when a few of them actually weren't battle ready, especially at the Pokemon Mansion, which is just south of Hearthome. You can't battle those police officers until nighttime, and I always see them in the daytime because my body's like, nah, I got other things I want to do at night that I could be doing, like Minecraft. So, frustrating. But, so when I go back to actually eventually battle them again, I'm gonna be so overpowered. It's gonna be ridiculous. So I did that. I skipped cities and I battled trainers until there were no more left, and I was like, well, now I have no choice but to go to the Pokemon gym. And some of the Pokemon gyms are actually pretty cool. You have to go through puzzles for a lot of them just to get to the Pokemon gym leader, which I think is kind of cool. It's really, really cool to have that. So for one of them, you have to answer a quiz. You have to answer a quiz correctly, I should say. And I intentionally answer wrong so I can battle the trainers. That is how hardcore I am about battling every single trainer in the game. Because I have to level up my Pokemon. They have to have this experience. So I have to battle every single trainer. It doesn't matter if I'm completely overpowered or whatever against this trainer. Usually at this point in the game, especially at this point in the game, I'm 10 to 15 levels higher than the trainers that I battle, and I'm at least 10 levels higher than the Pokemon gym leader's highest level Pokemon. So, but I still have to battle. It's in my nature to battle every single Pokemon trainer that I see, because I can't help myself but do that. I have to. It is in my DNA for Pokemon. So, battle every single trainer. So I did answer intentionally all of these questions wrong so that I could battle trainers. And it's really funny because if you do it that way, a couple of those trainers are like, "Are you answering wrong intentionally so that you could battle me?" And I felt so called out. I said, "How dare you? Now you shall die." So that was a thing that happened for me because I thought that was funny. Shut up, computer. I am well aware that my battery life extender is exactly what it should be. Okay, so I did that, and I'm not ashamed. I am absolutely not ashamed that I've done it like that. And that's a very interesting brush. Do you see that stamp? That doesn't make any sense, Mel. That doesn't make any sense. I want to see it like this. Interesting. I don't like that. Okay. Where was I? Oh, wait. I did it all wrong. Okay. Well, it's still very interesting, but I still don't like it because I like to do my own thing. And I keep getting lost in thought. This happens all the time. I always get lost in thought. Always get lost in thought. And it's just part of who I am. So get used to it. I am very sorry that I always lose my train of thought. I cannot help myself. It is in my nature. This is okay. This is fine. This is totally fine. This is totally fine. Okay. Gym leaders and stuff. I absolutely lost my train of thought on this one. So, I gotta figure out. So I battle every trainer, no matter what. So I'm pretty happy when they, in this game, have trainers that you meet that are like, "Hey, take me with you. Let's go battle some Pokemon, and I shall heal your Pokemon while we battle Pokemon, so please join me." And I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna heal my Pokemon, absolutely. And I do love double battles because my Pokemon get the best of two worlds with the experience, so I'm pretty happy with that too. So, yes. And then I get to the Pokemon League, and I have to buy a ton, and I mean a ton, because I don't waste. I usually don't spend my Poké-Dollars at all during the game. I don't usually have a reason to, unless there are repels and I'm just so tired of wild Pokemon. But with this, I actually did spend a lot of money. Oh, I'm losing my train of thought again. When I get to the Pokemon League, I will spend a ton of money. Just on medicines, like full heals, full restores, because I am not about to lose to some wimpy Elite Four. I said it, and I'm not taking it back. They're pretty wimpy. I do enjoy the Elite Four. I will actually, and I've done it since Gold and Silver, I will actually go back to train my Pokemon to level 100 through the Pokemon League for a couple of different reasons. Because you get good experience for some of the games. There are a couple of games like Pokemon Let's Go where the experience you gain from the Elite Four is not great at all. But I go through the... I don't like that. I go through the Elite Four for the experience and for the money, because you get a lot of money when you go through the Elite Four, especially in the Kalos region. You get a ton of money through them. So that's what I do. And in the beginning, when I first started playing Pokemon when I was a kid, I used to be really bad at the Elite Four. I couldn't defeat them. They were really tough for me. I was a little kid, so there was a lot of raging as a little kid that was done. Because I couldn't defeat the Elite Four in the first try. But now that I'm older and I battle every single trainer I see, it's a lot easier for me to actually defeat the Pokemon League in one go. And, it doesn't mean that I don't struggle when I'm going through the Pokemon League. I actually struggle a lot going through the Pokemon League sometimes. But because I buy so much medicine before I hit the first Elite Four, it doesn't really make a difference on that front. And it's so funny. It's so funny because I don't know. And I'm gonna say that I really don't know why it's funny. I just think it's pretty funny. Why? Oh, I'm on the eraser tool, that's why. It is truly funny for me that I go through the Pokemon League like this. Listen, my brain doesn't want to brain today. It never wants to brain. Never wants to brain. But it's okay. It's okay because I said so. Alright. I think, guys, that I'm actually pretty done with this now. And particle size. Interesting. So, that's the end. So, go through the Pokemon League once, defeat them, and then feel like my life is over because now the Pokemon game is done. Unless you're in the Kalos region and there's some like after game stuff. Or Sword and Shield, there's a little bit of after game stuff after that too. So thank you for joining me on my Pokemon rant of how I play the games every single time I play a new Pokemon game. It's always the same strategy. And for my loss of train of thoughts near the end, because my brain was concentrating on which stamps to use for the background and not so much of what I was talking about. But we are finished! Woo! Look at this pretty bird vibe that I got. I'm gonna sign my name. Sign my name. Whoop. And that whoop right here in the bottom, just whoocha, acha, yeah, y'all. That was a random sound, okay? There was no affiliation with that sound. So, just a random blurb of me making stupid noises. It has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that there was a stupid noise that I made in my head. Anyway, thanks guys for joining me on this wild journey. We shall have another Hazardous Artist series episode. Not next week, but the week after. So look forward to it. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about, because I don't know what I'm going to be playing for me to talk about it. So, or what I watch or whatever. It's going to be a random rant. So please come. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I do have mystery boxes still for sale in my melzawcomics.com store, so please check it out. You never know what you'll get, from prints to keychains to pins and much more. So check it out, melzawcomics.com. And I will see you guys next time. But before then, dare to create.